How's it going, everybody? Welcome back again. It's Tony, Master of the 80s. How's everyone doing? I hope you're okay. Back with another look at one particular boutique company that's in my library, and that is Eureka. Eureka, like Indicator, like Second Sight, like Arrow, put some great stuff out in the UK. But again, pretty much like if you saw my last video where we looked at the Power Race Indicator titles that's in my library and in my collection, there's only sort of a certain amount of films really that I'm ever going to pick up. They do a hell of a lot of good stuff. The releases that they put out are fantastic. You know what I mean? They'll rival anybody else's. But again, for me, there's only a handful of titles within the back catalogue that really as sort of says anything to me that there are films that I'd like that I would pick up. So we'll start off with this one. Is Silent Running. I think this is from about 1972, if I'm right. Great sci-fi film. People will know this one if you're an older head, if you're an older sci-fi nut like myself. If you like 2001: A Space Odyssey, the chances are you'll like this. It's got that really similar vibe to it. This is about a film about where I think it's the sort of plant-based life on Earth has gone tits up basically, and this guy's sent into space as a botanist to grow all this stuff in space, and then when calling on to, he's got to bring it all back to Earth and repopulate Earth with all this foliage. Really good film, really good sci-fi film. Eureka have done a banging job with this one. Again, there's a look at the back. It's absolutely loaded with special features. There's good commentaries in this one. This is an high definition 1080p transfer. Again, there's the isolated music and sound effects tracks on this. There's a making of on there which is 50 minutes long. That's definitely worth a pick up for this. What you will find with a lot of these Eureka titles, they've got brilliant documentaries on them. They're worth a pick up just for the documentaries alone. And again, there's interviews and conversations and discussions with different actors and different people that's worked on the film. Again, with this one, have a look on the inside. It's a single disc, but you get a nice booklet with this. So if you're looking to pick these up second hand, definitely make sure that the book's in there. Again, it can be an expensive pickup if it hasn't got the book in. But this is a really good film. One that still stands up pretty well to this day, to be honest. And again, if you are a lover of 2001: A Space Odyssey, the chances are you'll like this one as well. So the first one is Silent Running. Next up is Repo Man. Another really good film. Eureka have done a superb job with this. I think in the States, I think this is put out by Criterion. I think it's in the Criterion collection. But here in the UK, it was put out by Eureka. Another one of my favourites. This is more than the film to me. This has got a whole punk sort of ethos to it. You've only got to look at the soundtrack on this, from Iggy Pop and Black Flag and Suicidal Tendencies. This is right up my alley. Really good film. Really good job that Eureka have done with this one. There is loads and loads of special features on this. I mean, if you want to pause it and have a look what's on that release, it is lifting with them. And again, because this one is in the Masters of Cinema line, you get, obviously it's a single disc, but there's a booklet in this one again. So if you are picking these up second hand, please look out, see if the booklet is with it. I know it doesn't mean much to many people, but it is nice to have them in there. You don't always get a booklet in Eureka releases, but these massive cinema ones you generally do. Again, there's artwork on there. There's no reverse art. It's just a little bit of art on the back of them. Never understood that really when they come in blue cases. Some of these you'll tend to see that some of the Eureka titles come in blue cases, majority come in clear. But like I said, another great film. I mean, Emilio Estevez in this is fantastic. But again, the big draw for me when I was younger, checking this film out, was the soundtrack. I mean, the soundtrack is fantastic, and they've done a really sterling job with this, Eureka. So that's Repo Man. Next, we've got Lords of Dogtown. This is a film I saw years and years back, and didn't remember that much about it. And then this one popped up in a second-hand store near me, and it was really cheap. So I thought, go on. I don't normally sort of blind buy or buy into films that I hardly remember. I thought we'll give it a whirl again. Turns out it's actually really good. Based on a true story of the legendary Z-Boys. The Z-Boys were the first guys that started skating drain pools, and became sort of legendary and famous for that. Stars a young Heath Ledger as well. This looks phenomenal. Looks really good. This. It's. I think it's got a bit of a cult following. If you're a bit of a skate head, it probably means more to you. But again, really nice edition for Eureka to pick up and put out. It's not teaming with special edition, special features on this, for considering it's a special edition. But there's enough on there. Again, this is a Blu-ray DVD combo. No booklet with this one. Again, there's a bit of a back art on this. But if you've never seen this film, give it a chance. You might like it. It is a pretty good flick for anybody in the UK at the moment. I think second hand, this is the cheapest Eureka title that you can buy. Currently goes for next to nothing, £4 to £5. It's definitely worth a pick up if you see it lying around in the wild for that kind of money. That's Lords of Dogtown. Next up, we've got a John Frankenheimer movie. It's Prophecy. This is batshit crazy. Again, Eureka have done an absolutely fantastic job with this, releasing it. Again, one that I completely forgot about until Eureka put it out. But it's a really weird film about some ecological freaks of nature happening to people, and then people seem to be being slaughtered in grisly and gruesome kind of ways. Again, it's not loaded with special features, but there's plenty on there. Again, it looks really good, from 1979. This. Again, the reverse art on this one. There is a slip cover with this one as well, as the slip's exactly the same as that reverse art. Little booklet with this one. Again, can be picked up for reasonably priced in the second-hand market now in the UK. But again, it's a film that had to jog my memory, that I had to go back to. I do sort of remember it from back in the day, but until it had this release, and we went back to it. I mean, it is a pretty stand-up film. Odd, but a decent film nonetheless. That's Prophecy. Now, this is a great film. I love it. It's a Wolfgang Petersen film. It's Enemy Mine, starring Dennis Quaid and Lou Gossett Jr. Love both actors, and together in this, I think they're absolutely fantastic. I mean, this for the time, I mean, the visual effects on this, pretty stunning to be honest. It works really well. It might bore some people to tears. You know what I mean? It's just about two different species that are at war with each other, being stranded on a sort of outer rim planet, sort of miles away from anybody. No one sort of knows that they're there, and these two sort of warring factions decide that to survive, that they're going to have to come together and team up. Really good, really good film. Both actors take brilliant part in this. Considering Lou Gossett Jr. Only learns to speak English about 2/3 of the way through filming this, and he's wearing that the prosthetics he's wearing. It's a great performance by him. Really glad that Eureka put this one out. You know what I mean? It looks phenomenal, as well as a few special features on there. There isn't loads. A couple of deleted scenes, a theatrical trailer. There isn't much. But it is a really nice release nonetheless. There is some new artwork on the back of there as well, on the reverse, and there is a booklet in this one. that is nice as well. But if you don't know this film, honestly, if you're a bit of a sci-fi nut and you've never come across this, then shame on you. If you've never given it a whirl, if you've never tried watching it before, honestly, try it. It is really, really good. It may bore some people to absolute tears because of the subject matter and stuff in it. But I personally love it. I think it's great. That's Enemy Mine. Now, as I go further on with these titles, you'll tend to notice that we start to get in my territory and get within my range within these now, because this next one is an absolute fucking brilliant film. It's Flesh and Blood by Paul Verhoeven. If you don't know Paul Verhoeven, he did RoboCop and Total Recall, so you know this is going to be fucking batshit crazy from the get-go, and it is. I mean, it's fucking nuts. For a good number of years, this was edited to hell here in the UK because of the subject matter. A hell of a lot of violence in it, a hell of a lot of graphic nudity in it. So it was chopped up like you wouldn't believe in the UK, and we could never see the original cut for years and years. And then Eureka put this out, and fantastic, it looks great. I mean, everything's back in there, completely uncut, completely remastered, looks phenomenal. Film is based around sort of medieval Britain, medieval England, set in 1501. It's a Rutger Hauer film. Rutger Hauer is the main guy of a band of mercenaries that's brought in to help a particular nobleman out to take a castle. And then when they take the castle, the mercenaries get betrayed. So Rutger Hauer is a bit pissed off with that, and he kidnaps the nobleman's daughter, who is Jennifer Jason Leigh in this. And then fucking all hell breaks out. Really good film, really good transfer. Eureka did a really, really good job with this. If you're a Paul Verhoeven fan and you've never seen this film, definitely watch it. You know what I mean? It's up there with some of his best work. Again, this is a 2-disc edition, so it's a DVD Blu-ray combo. Again, definitely worth a pick up. Again, these can be found on the second-hand market here in the UK. And this one's about, I don't know, I suppose it's anywhere between £10 and £15 now, second-hand in the UK, but it's definitely worth a pick up. That's Flesh and Blood. Well, this is definitely sort of up there with the mainstay of 80s classics films. And it's Cocoon by Ron Howard. Everyone knows this one. You know what I mean? It's a bit of an odd one for Eureka to pick up, really. I'd have thought this would have just been a studio release, but nope, Eureka picked this one up and had a good go with it, and to be honest, it looks really, really nice. There is not loads of special features on it, which you think there would be, considering the title itself. You know what I mean? This was a very, very big film back in the day. But it's a 1080p high definition transfer. There's a few featurettes on there. There's also Cocoon the Return, the theatrical trailer on there. Now, I never liked Cocoon the Return as much as I like Cocoon. It's a decent enough film, but it was never a patch one, the original was. Another one, there's just a Blu-ray in this one, but it's got another one with a nice booklet. This can be picked up for reasonable money on the second-hand market now in the UK. But this is everything I love about 80s films. I mean, at the time, if you're going to do a double feature, I mean, this and Batteries Not Included, can't go wrong for a double feature. This one's Cocoon. Another great 80s horror film now, starring Jason Lively and Tom Atkins. It's Night of the Creeps. This is loads of fun from start to end. Sort of an alien experiment goes wrong. The experiment ends up coming down to earth in sort of late 1950s, and the said experiments start to infect the sort of young kids of this town, and sort of turn them into like alien zombies. Brilliant film, just absolute sheer 80s nonsense. Really, really nice release again by Eureka. Did loads with this one. Some great special features on this, and there's a good making of on here. There's loads of stuff. There's a featurette with Tom Atkins. This one should come with a slip. If you can find it out there in the wild, it should come with a slip. So there is a slip cover to this one. Again, what can you say with what Eureka do? You know what I mean? They put out quality film after quality film, and this one's no exception. Again, DVD Blu-ray combo. Again, there's some reversible art on this one. The reversible art is the same as the slip cover if you can find it. It is a cheese fest all the way, but really, really enjoyable. That's Night of the Creeps. No, we started to get into the meat and gravy of this Eureka collection of mine, and it is Troll, the complete collection. These are fucking nuts films. This has Troll 1 and Troll 2. Everyone knows Troll 1 was better than Troll 2. Troll 2 was notoriously bad. But Eureka have done a fucking brilliant job with this. Again, it does come with a slip. I've not got it on because I'm not a slip guy. Absolutely fantastic release, this. If you wanted anybody to put this out, then, you know what I mean, Eureka, you couldn't ask for a better company to do it. The only thing I will say with this is both Troll 1 and 2 are both squashed onto one Blu-ray. Where there's a little bit of compression going on there and what, I'm not 100% sure. They both look good enough, you know what I mean? They look decent enough. But I prefer one film to one disc, just so it's got the room to breathe, really. Again, this one is worth picking up if you're going to grab it, just to check out the documentary, Troll 2, the best worst movie. I mean, that documentary is that good, as we'll have a look at in a second, that it's got a disc of its own in here. So there's the disc containing both films, so there's Troll 1 and Troll 2 on that. And then there is the disc 2, the best worst movie of Troll 2. Brilliant that it got its own disc for the documentary, because it is a very, very good documentary. And again, there is a booklet in this one. There is also some reversible art on there. Again, the reversible art is the same as the slip. It holds its money, this one. You know what I mean? Anything from £15 to £20 currently in the UK, second hand. But if you're a fan of the first film, get it, because as bad as that second film is, it's still enjoyable. You can still get some kind of reward out of watching it. And this, like I said, this release by Eureka is absolutely fantastic. So that's Troll 1 and Troll 2. And finally, we have, in my personal opinion, the creme de la creme, the pièce de résistance of what Eureka have put out today, and it is Fright Night. I mean, holy fuck, this is an amazing release, absolutely amazing release. If you're a Fright Night fan, if you're an 80s horror fan, this has to be in your collection. If it's not in your collection, run out and get it now, fuck everything else off. Go and get a copy of this, because it is a truly, truly brilliant release. What Eureka have done with this release is pretty much second to none. It is one of the only titles that's in my collection. Again, I'm not sure about the other Eureka releases. Everything else in my collection is region B locked. This is multi-region, so the Blu-ray is multi-region and the DVD is multi-region on this. So no matter where you're in the world, you've no excuses not to grab a copy of this. Everyone knows the film. This is a cult icon now. This, but the standout thing for this on this particular release, it's a 4K digital restoration. It looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful, and it also has the documentary "You're So Cool, Brewster" on there, which for any sort of fan of this film, a fan of the franchise of Fright Night, is a must. It's a selling point on its own. The film is fantastic, but the documentary is absolutely brilliant. For me, this is why it probably sums up that this is probably the best title that Eureka have put out to date. And I know loads of people probably disagree with that, you know what I mean, the amount of titles that they've got in their catalogue. But to me, personally, This is the best thing that they've done. It stands out in every way. Again, some nice back art on it there, but it's a Blu-ray DVD combo. This has been out a little while now. I think it came out about 2016. This, but it is absolutely brilliant. And again, if you own a copy of the film in any other format, but you don't own the documentary, You're So Cool Brewster, grab this just for that. You know what I mean? It is a great watch. There's loads of good special features on this anyway, but that is a true standard. So that's it. The 10 that's currently in my collection from Eureka. Unless Eureka sort of pops some more stuff out that's sort of on my radar or in the scope of stuff that I'm into collecting or watching, then this will probably be the 10. You know what I mean? I don't buy films for the sake of buying. I don't blind buy films. So for me, this is the 10 that's in my collection that's going to stay in. Again, thank you very much for everyone that's watching. Thank you very much for everyone that's liking and subscribing currently. And I will see you all again soon. Take care. Bye bye.